work to do first and foremost, because there's a very powerful lineup from India's point of view, but it's their bowlers, as Sonny said, who have done the job throughout the tournament. New Zealand's lineup unchanged. Conway, Ravindra and Williamson, they are massive parts to play, but that will be later on in the evening. The middle order has been exceptional against spin, Mitchell in particular. Latham probably hasn't had the tournament he's wanted. He's been a little bit below par. Phillips and Chapman to provide a bit of power at the back end, but these men coming up here, they will have the job to do first up. It is all about Santner, Southey and Bolt, and how New Zealand go about trying to contain this Indian top order, which has been so powerful, in particular Rohit Sharma. But that is a side that New Zealand have gone unchanged since that win against Sri Lanka, and they're looking forward to today.
I bet they are, but boy, those bowlers will be thinking, geez, it's hot today. Let's have a look and remind ourselves of how we got to this point, to the first semi-final. If we have a look at that points table, I mentioned earlier, Sonny, India untroubled throughout pool play. They did incredibly well. And as a former player, how do you feel about this Indian side when you look at that sitting pretty on top there?
Well, they've dominated this tournament, the group stage, winning all the matches, and they're miles above the others. When you see at number 2 and 3, they're points ahead of them. So that actually tells you of the capability of this team, the confidence level that this team has. Yes, now it's a knockout. Like there's no tomorrow. You lose today, it's one of those matches which can turn for you. But the way the Indian team is playing, I don't think that it should be too much of a problem.
Hey, hang on. The game hasn't happened yet. Sonny, hold on. We're going to head out to the middle and find out a little bit more about the conditions for Dinesh Karthik and Anjan Chopra.
Well, both the captains have decided that they'll remain unchanged because they know what conditions they'll be faced up. Rohit Sharma, of course, has had a lot of time that he's spent at the Wankhede Stadium. The weather over here will be a challenge. 34 degrees so far, but it will become hotter as the day progresses, and it will become a greater challenge for the fielding side. But the dimensions that the batters have to counter, well, the square boundaries are under 70 meters. That's exactly where the batters look to target. But the straight hit down the ground will require the perfect timing from the batters. Well, I'm joined by one of those batters who's a master of using those shorter square boundaries. Dinesh Karthik, welcome. What do you make of the conditions?
Good afternoon, Anjum. This is pitch number 6. It's devoid of grass in the business area. There's going to be some turn. It's a very dry pitch, so you get the feeling Santner and Jadeja, Kuldeep, Rachin Ravindras are going to enjoy it. It's a good toss to win for India. The fact that they're batting first means that the pitch will behave a lot more in favour of the batters at the start.
When you look at the combination for both the sides, do you think they've got the arsenal to bat first, setting a target for India, or New Zealand to come in and restrict the opposition?
New Zealand not going to find too much swing, and the advantage for India is in the 5 knockout games that they've played in World Cup, they won all 5 and they're batting first today. That's great news, I guess, if you're an Indian fan.
But for New Zealand and India, they definitely have a greater history. It might be loaded in one side, but we're not going there. It's an important clash. Both the sides have progressed to this first semi-final in their own ways.
For me, the way we went through the tournament, in the 9 games, I think we've played one bad game of cricket. That was versus South Africa. We didn't play well in Pune that night.
To be at this point of the tournament, I think you look back at the start and you always have goals of going as far as you can.